the 6th grade championship game between the Aztec Brigade and the Bloomfield Bobcats. Sorry about that. I just ran back up to the press box so I could get back on the radio. But, folks, we will have another great game for you here this evening, as we've had 3 really good ones so far. Bloomfield Bobcats took the 3rd grade championship. Aztec Outlaws won the 4th grade championship, and Aztec Tigers just won the 5th grade. And yeah, sorry, Albert's getting back on here with me. I'm trying to breathe at the same time because I just finished running up that hill. But it looks like we're going to have another good one.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you talk to most football fans, listen, Aztec playing Bloomfield has the same allure as Farmington playing Pedro Vista. It doesn't matter in what sport. You're going to have a ton of attention on all levels. And you've seen the 3rd grade game between Aztec and Bloomfield. This house was packed out here. I mean, it was standing room only. And we've mentioned a number of times that, the Yafl board has to be so happy right now. Of course, it's going to be a cold game tonight, but under the lights for these players, they're playing on a full high school football field. What we mean by that is high school and junior high play on, well, really from junior high on up, play on a 100 by 50 football field. Yafl plays on an 80 by 40, so these kids are stepping up and kind of getting that Friday night light feeling on the 5th grade game and now on the 6th grade game. Yeah,
and it's like you were saying, that this is a big rival game. Aztec and Bloomfield is always a big rival game. They played in the first game, the 3rd graders, it was Aztec Bloomfield. Now this 6th grade game is Aztec Bloomfield, and it just goes to show that there's a lot of good football going on in Aztec and Bloomfield right now, and that's why this becomes a rivalry. That's why it goes all the way up when they make it into junior high and high school. And for tonight for these kids, this is kind of their big crescendo before they go off into the school programs, as will be their last game as Yafl players. So you definitely, just for nothing else, for the bragging rights, you want to walk off this field with a win.
Well, the officials out on the field doing the coin toss right now. Your referee is Richard Rubelet, and actually he was honored tonight by the Yafl board as the official of the year, and was Richard Rubelet. So he's the white hat tonight. His umpire will be Chris Shea. Head linesman is Gabriel Smart, and line judge is Frank DeHoyas. And it's going to be a big game tonight, no doubt about that, as it's going to be Bloomfield taking on Aztec. And Steven's going to go ahead and read off the the roster for, I'm not sure what team you got. Aztec. There you go, the Aztec Brigade.
And I want to preface this with, if we say a name incorrectly, please give us a text and let us know, or call somebody and send them up here so that we can get a name, get all the names correct, and don't feel bad, because the last 3 games we've actually had to have some corrections. So if you need to do that, you can text us at 505-701-2222, and also just send us a text and let us know who you are, where you're cheering from, and who you're cheering on, and we will give you a shout out. So real quick, let's go over this roster for Aztec. Aiden Smith, number 49. Alejandro Valerio, number 33. Bentley Perry, number 10. Cole Warman, 22. Connor Snow is number 50. Colby Morris is 30. Corbin Kaufman, number 27. Cyrus Calkins, number 20. Dwayne Fearman, number 65. Evan Barr is number 14. Frank Smith, number 11. Gavin Davidson, number 5. Isaac Espinoza, number 24. And Jaden Allen, number 15. Jaden Webster, number 99. Jerome Vigil, number 80. Juan Mojica, number 12. Jude Winters, number 3. Julius Dixon, number 1. Kason Metter, number 2. Kenner Shorter, number 17. Clayton Schmidt, number 21. Lucas Lucero, number 52. Miles G, number 28. Robert Kinney, number 7. Ryan Hare, number 18. Tatum Strong, number 9. Tristan Howells, 23. Number 13, Wyatt Hare. And number 25, Xander Lua.
Had to make a mad dash to go grab my night glasses so I could see. And, of course, there's Aztec taking the field as they run through the big Aztec tunnel that the varsity uses here in the corner of the end zone. And now Bloomfield will
Makes
run
their
out
way
onto
onto
the
the
field.
field.
Goodness. It's time, Steven. Bloomfield, number 43, that's Kane Alderetti. Number 21, Silas Archibek. Number 59 is Abel Archuleta. 57 is Waylon Babcock. Number 3 is Wyatt Babcock. Number 15, Taryn Begay. Number 26, Adriano Charlie. Number 74, Dominic DeHosie. 52 is Kairos Daniels. Number 34, Ambrosio Gallegos. Number 36 is Elvis Garcia. Number 81, Joey Gutierrez. Number 40, Ileana Henry. Number 28, Marcus Emel. Number 7, Dale Jackson. Number 99 is Jesse Hackis. Number 12, Stephen Maloof. Number 10, Austin McCoy. Number 72, Daniel Meha. Number 70, Derek Meza. Number 27, Wesley Maramontes. Number 5, Caden Nelson. Number 44, Wesley Reitmeyer. Number 41, Reed Sandoval. Number 20, Jaden Serena. Number 38, Alexander Serrano. Number 18, Santiago Valencia. And the head coach is Keegan Daniels, also coaching James Babcock, Dorvel DeHosie, and Danny Nelson. And we are set to go. Let us know you're tuning in at 505-701-2222. And there's a kickoff to Bloomfield. It's picked up at the 25. Now they're going to throw it backwards to number 81, but Aztec is all over that play. And it'll be first down and 10 from the 30-yard line for the Bloomfield Bobcats, and out comes the offense.
Yep, and that was they tried a little trickery there right at the beginning of the game, and it didn't look like it fooled Aztec at all as the defense stayed in their lanes and came down the field and were able to make the play. But nonetheless, Bloomfield starting off on their own 30-yard line.
This game's brought to you by Bloomfield Florists, delivering smiles to the Tri-City area. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5 p.m. in Bloomfield, New Mexico. And here comes the Bobcats. It's a handoff to the tailback. That's number 12. And a nice defensive play by the Aztec Brigade's defense on the run.
Yeah, it looks like number 12 for Bloomfield. I'm trying to get you a name off of the roster. Stephen Maloof picks up about 2 yards on the run, but Aztec's defense stands strong and shuts the play down before he gets too far down the field. But definitely a good start for Bloomfield, some positive yards. Let's see what they can get going here.
Let us know you're tuning in, who you're rooting for, and where you're tuning in from. We had about 50 text messages in the last game as there's another handoff to the tailback to the far side of the field, and the defense right there for the tackle. That was number 1, I believe, on the carry.
Is that 7? I think it's 7.
That's 7, you're right.
Number 7, that is Dale Jackson with the carry, and he picks up about 3 yards on that play. So it'll be that should be 3rd and 5, correct? Not 2nd and 5?
It should be 3rd.
Yeah,
now.
it should be. It's 3rd and 5. There it goes for the Bobcats, as Aztec's defense has made 2 nice stops.
Bloomfield in all royal blue. Numbers trimmed in gold and white. Aztec Brigade in all black, and that's probably going to be a false start.
Yep, that's going to be a false start as the receiver on the near side here jumped before the snap. So that's going to move them back 5 yards and make it a 3rd and 10.
We've seen a lot of this in the last game. Well, really all day long, but, you think 6th grade, you've got to get – you're used to this. You wait for the ball to get snapped, and you got to play a little more discipline now on this level of play, which is 6th grade. Now next year you jump up into junior high.
Absolutely. Want to clean that stuff up.
Absolutely. So here is Bloomfield under center. 3rd down and 9. Fake handoff, play action. That pass is completed to the tight end. Nice stiff arm, and he's going to have a 1st down and more, as that guy is a load to bring down. I think it's number 52.
52 or 57? 52, you're right. 52, Kairos Daniels. And, man, he makes a great catch. It was a great throw from the quarterback. Nice catch coming across the middle. And, man, he puts a stiff arm on and a hit, and he picks up the first down for Bloomfield. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats from the 45-yard line.
Bloomfield on the move offensively. 6:13 on the clock. The clock should be running. As not sure why the white hat didn't wind the clock, but here we go. And now out in open field is the tailback for Bloomfield. He's on the far side of the field, and he's going to finally be brought down, but not after probably about a 25, 27-yard gain on the handoff, and it's another first down for the Bloomfield Bobcats.
Yeah, it was just a nice pitch back to the running back, and he had some great blocking out in front of him, and it just opened it up, and he got down the field, and fortunately Aztec makes a touchdown-saving tackle as sorry, we're trying to get the camera adjusted here. As it'll be a first down for Bloomfield. They are now in Aztec territory on Aztec's 27-yard line.
We have a timeout already. I'm not sure who called the timeout. Let's see on the board. It looks like
Bloomfield?
Visitor.
The visitor's on this side of the field, so that would be Bloomfield.
Well, Bloomfield's the home team.
Oh, are they?
No, you're right. Bloomfield's the 2 seed, so.
Yep. Oh, they both say 2 seed. so Bloomfield's the number 1 seed.
There we go. So who called the timeout?
Is that Aztec?
There
Okay.
we go.
All right. We got it straightened out.
We're straightened out,
We got
folks.
some help up here.
Yeah, so Bloomfield on the move.
Yeah, so if you're listening to the game tonight, give us a text at 505-701-2222. And we've already got one coming in, and it says, thanks for you guys doing a good broadcast. Go Bobcats.
That's from the 4410. When you tune in, let us know who you are, or at least who you're rooting for. Maybe possibly a number, last name, something like that. But it's 1st down and 10 for the Bobcats from the 28. It's a sweep to the near side of the field, and Aztec's defense right there on the play. Nice job by the cornerback for the Aztec Brigade. Brings them down back to the original line of scrimmage, so brings up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, it looked like the same play except to this side of the field, the play that they had the big gain on earlier. And Aztec right there to shut that one down for no gain. So 2nd and 10 from Aztec's, it's the 28-yard line is where the ball is placed.
Well, one thing we hadn't mentioned was the size of the Bloomfield Bobcats. These players are huge.
Yeah, they're big kids.
Quarterback number 3, that's Wyatt Babcock. In shotgun formation, he's got his running back to the right side of him, 2 receivers to each side of the field. There's a snap, 2-step drop. He's got pressure. He's got to get rid of it. Pass is wide open down the field, and that should be a touchdown. Bloomfield Bobcats get in the end zone for the first score of the game. It's a 28-yard touchdown pass to number 34.
Number 34, that was a great pass from the quarterback out to Ambrosia Gallegos. He was wide open. He got behind the defender. It was just a kind of a pitch and catch there, and he runs into the end zone to put Bloomfield up 6-0 here with 5:06 left in the first quarter.
And I mean, he hit him on a dime, Steven. That was a perfect throw for the Bloomfield Bobcats quarterback in Babcock. And now they're going for the 1-point try. Almost the swinging gate feel. Really, it is the swinging gate feel, just not as far spread out are the offensive linemen. And there's the direct snap. It's going to be a pass into the end zone. And I think it was knocked down. It was incomplete. And that'll keep the score 6-0 for the Bloomfield Bobcats over the Aztec Brigade. And now Bloomfield will kick the football away. But we heard it was going to be fireworks tonight, and that surely did not disappoint on that play.
Man, that was a great-looking throw from, did you say, is Babcock? I still got to get the names down as we're starting the game here. Is it number 12 the quarterback? Is that Maloof, or is it number 3 is the quarterback? Okay. Yeah, Wyatt Babcock made a nice throw. It was just a nice catch for that first touchdown by the Bobcats. And just like every other game, we have not been disappointed. It's another great start to a good game.
Oh, we got another shout-out. Number 40, Bloomfield, rooting her on. Her name is Ellie Ann Henry. This is her mom. Go Bobcats. So
yep, Eliana Henry.
That's right, and we appreciate you tuning in, and we want to make sure we give you a shout-out. Go Bobcats from the 3215. Didn't give us a name, but Go Bobcats heart emoji 3215 tuning in, and Stephen and Cam from Wellensburg, Colorado.
Oh, nice.
There's a kickoff, and it's going to be brought down. Is the return man for the Aztec Tigers, or excuse me, Aztec Brigade at the 39-yard line. They're rooting for Brigade's number 3, Jude Winter, and that is Stephen and Cam from Colorado tuning in.
Nice. You know, and we appreciate you guys texting in, and last game we got a ton of text messages. Our farthest one, I like to say it, we had some grandparents in Norway watching today. So we got another one. It's a text saying, go Bobcats, number 52, your nephew, Kairos.
So tuning in, a fan for Kairos Daniels of the Bobcats. And the Brigade with the football. It's going to be a handoff to number 11. Trying to find some room. He keeps running backwards.
Man.
And that cannot be good for your offense. You got to run forward. Sometimes you got to know when to just go down, Stephen, and save the yardage. It's going to be an 8-yard loss. That'll bring up 2nd down and 18 for Aztec Brigade.
Well, that was Frank Smith. He just never had a chance from the get-go. That play took too long to develop, and by the time he got the ball, he had to run backwards to try to not get tackled and lost some yards there.
There's a snap. Quick pass to the far side, and it's going to be a decent play, maybe a gain of 4 yards. And Stephen, I believe it's number 52 is the defensive player for the Bobcats. He is an animal out there. He has been all over the field. He's been on every tackle thus far in this game.
Yeah, and he's the one that made that nice catch that is the tight end, Kairos. That's Kairos Daniels. That's who we just got the shout-out for. But, yeah, he's already playing big time.
Aztec Tigers, 2 receivers to each side of the field. There's motion, shotgun formation. There's the snap. Hand off to the tailback. Looking for a lane to run, and who is in on the tackle? Number 52. Alongside him is number 70. Was able to get a hold of his jersey. Stephen drag him down for a gain of 2.
Yeah,
that's going to bring up 4th down.
That was Derek Meza, number 70, that brings down the runner, and Aztec is definitely going to have to punt here as they are on their own 37-yard line. Great defensive stop by Bloomfield, and Bloomfield's offense fixing to come back onto the field.
So the Brigade will punt the football away. There's a snap. It's high, and it's a bad snap. He's going to have no other choice but to tuck it and run, and he's going to have the 1st down and more as the bad snap helped out the Brigade as Bloomfield was close to, no doubt they would have blocked that punt. He had no other choice but to tuck it and run.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if that was designed. I wouldn't think that was designed. It looked like it was a bad snap, and he just pulled it down and took off and caught Bloomfield off guard, and Aztec, fortunately, on the bad snap, picks up a big 1st down, and they are now in Bloomfield territory as they are on Bloomfield's 42-yard line.
Here's the Brigade. 2-step drop, swing pass to the running back from the backfield, and he's going to be brought down as the pass was completed to number 11 for the Brigade as he goes down immediately. That was Frank Smith on the catch.
Probably should have just let that one go to the ground. They ended up taking a 2-yard loss on that catch. So it'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Tigers.
We got good job, boys. Wish I could be there. Go Kairos.
Kairos got a fan base out there.
That's right, from the 0176. It's a fake handoff, and the quarterback keeps it right up the heart of that defense, right behind his center, Stephen. It was just a little delayed keeper as he faked the handoff to his running back and just went right straight up the field.
That was number 28, Miles Gee, I believe, that took that. That was a direct snap, I think, to him, right, is what happened there. And, man, he gets a big gain, 3rd and 3 for the Tigers.
Empty backfield for the Brigade. There's a snap, and it is a direct snap, of course, to the running back. And I think that's number 21 for the Brigade.
Is it 21? I thought it was 28. I apologize.
I don't know.
It's 28. It is 28.
There you go.
Right there, yeah.
So,
he's going out as a receiver this time, so I'm not sure if that's number 2 at quarterback. We'll get it for you here in a second.
Well, it could be against the offense as the guard for the Brigade took off, but then Bloomfield's defensive line crossed the line, and they're going to pop the Aztec Brigade. And it is tough. I mean, Bloomfield's teams are all named the Bobcats. Aztec has a couple of teams.
So if we say Tigers, you know who we're talking about. We're trying to say Brigade, but yes, it's Aztec Brigade. It'll be a 4th and about 6 now for the Brigade.
4 receivers to the far side of the field. Shotgun formation for Aztec. Fake pass. Now looking down the field, he got leveled, and that is a live ball. They got to get on top of it as the quarterback number 2 for Aztec Brigade got blasted as he went back and planted his foot to throw the football, and it is going to be a recovered fumble by the Bobcats.
Yeah, Case and Metter, I mean, it was fixing to probably be a really nice play, but the Bobcats got to him just before he could throw the ball and blew him up, and that ball came flying out. And, yeah, they needed to jump on it, but it was pretty much a dead ball at that point because everybody was on the ground trying to grab it. But if Bloomfield would have grabbed that thing and ran with it, it would have definitely been trouble. But we got a minute and 25 left here in the first quarter as Bloomfield still leads 6-0.
Bobcats offense back out onto the field. It's 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side, a running back, and a tight end also on the far side of the field. The tailback about 5 yards deep. It's a pitch to him, number 12. Going to the far side of the field, and Aztec's cornerback steps across the line of scrimmage with a big tackle, Steven. Knocked out the feet out from underneath the Maloof, and it's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
Well, it's kind of deja vu. I mean, we've just seen a ton of good defense in these games, and yeah, Bloomfield, they got that big run, got on the board early, and they're up 6-0. But I mean, so far there's been a lot of good defense going on.
Let us know if you're tuning in, and let us know where you're listening in from at 505-701-2222. Love to hear from you and love to know where you're listening from. There's a drop back pass from Bloomfield. It's completed. We got a flag out from the white hat, and typically that's in the realm of a hold. Right now it's a gain of 12 and a first down pending the call from the white hat, and it's holding, and that's a spot foul. That's really going to hurt, Steven.
That's going to be a painful one for the Bobcats, as that's going to put them in a 2nd and about 25 from where that flag is sitting. But fortunately for Aztec, because that was a nice pass play, he got the ball in the hands of number 81, and he made a nice run, but it's all going to be for naught, as that's going to come back and negate a pretty nice play.
We'll see what Bloomfield will dial up now, as it's going to be 2nd down and a mile for the Bobcats. As we mentioned, it's a spot foul, so if it's thrown 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, you take it the 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage and add another 10 to it.
Yeah, and that one was about 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And looks like we're going to have a timeout, as the Bobcats are going to talk this one over, as they've got a chore ahead of them.
I'd like to thank Kitty Camp for their Yafl Championship sponsor of the day, daycare, preschool, after school, free New Mexico pre-K ages 3 through 4. Services infants to 13 years old with 4 locations, 3 in Farmington, 1 in Aztec. Check out Kitty Camp. I'd like to thank Finish Line Graphics. They're located at 1100 West Aztec. Give Sandra and her team a call at 334-1694 for all your awards, screen printing, embroidery, vinyl graphics. Sandra and her staff can help customize all your needs. I'd like to thank Farmers Insurance, Manchester Agency. Give Rita and her staff a call. They're located at 800 East 30th Street, Suite B, 4B, pardon me. Call them at 325-7900. And, of course, New Mexico Dream House. Give Brian Crawford and his team a call. Marketing and advertising powerhouse, whose mission is improving lives. You can reach them at 505-501-8887. We're set to go. Play action. Quarterback's going to keep it because he's got some room to go. Nice move by the quarterback in number 3 for Bloomfield. Babcock making the first defensive tackler miss, Steven, but then he ran into a wall of defenders, and he picks up a few yards. It's going to bring up probably 3rd down and 19 for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Babcock drops back to make a pass. He got pressure right away, didn't have much there. He takes off, makes a 5-yard run, but they are still 3rd and a mile. I think that's probably 3rd and 20 right there is what it looks like from here, and that's gonna end the first quarter as Bloomfield Bobcats lead 6-0. When they come back on the field, they will have a big task ahead of them to pick up a first down.
they'll go ahead and flip sides, and so will we. We've had one heck of a blessed day today, Stephen, calling all the championship games. Of course, Aztec Bloomfield took on each other in the third grade game. Bloomfield came out victorious. Aztec took on Durango in the fourth grade game. Aztec came out victorious. In the fifth grade game, Aztec takes on Cortez. Aztec won that game, came out victorious, and now you got Aztec Bloomfield in sixth grade before they bump up to junior high. Gosh, man, what a great game.
Yeah.
Some big hits going on, football being thrown all over the field. You don't think that of sixth grade football, but it's really exciting to be out here and having the honor and the pleasure of calling these young men and these young ladies games out here. And we're so thankful for our sponsors to make this happen, Stephen.
Absolutely.
We're not here if it isn't for Bloomfield Florists, if it isn't for Kitty Camp, if it isn't for Finish Line Graphics and Farmers Insurance and New Mexico Dream House.
Well, and don't forget the board that's allowing us to be here and to call these games. And this is our first run. This is our very first run, and man, we are loving it, and we appreciate all of you listening and out there cheering on your teams. Like we said, give us a text. Let us know you're out there listening. 505-701-2222. Tell us who you're cheering for and where you're cheering from.
Handoff to the tailback right up the middle, and it's only going to be a small gain of 1, so that's going to bring up about 4th down and 16, and I'm sure Bloomfield will probably punt from here, but we'll find out. We've said that a couple of times, and we've been wrong today.
Yeah.
As Bloomfield leads this game 6-0 in the second quarter with 7:37 left to go before halftime, and now it does look like Bloomfield's going to line up and kick the ball away. That's the right call. And we'll see what comes up here.
And we got a lot of text messages coming in.
Absolutely.
We'll get to you. Don't worry.
Oh, that kick was shanked off the side of the foot, but talk about when you're having a good day, Stephen, you're just having a good day. That took a Bloomfield bounce. It hit around probably the 45-yard line and then rolled all the way to the other side of the field at the 40. And the Aztec Brigade will have 1st down and 10 from there. And let's see what the Brigade will come up with here. And speaking of sponsors, Steve and Sandra Lanier tuning in from Aztec.
Nice.
Go Brigade. You two are doing a great job broadcasting.
Thank you guys very much for sponsoring us. We very much appreciate it. We were having a great time out here today.
Absolutely. And hopefully we've done you all a great service and getting your company name out there. And, of course, Sandra, and I call him Coach. He's been my coach for years in my mind, but he'll always be my coach. But Steve Lanier and Sandra, they've had that business for probably close to 20 years in Aztec, maybe even longer, and they'll probably surely text me that date of how long they've had that. But they've been there in Aztec supporting the Aztec, really the Four Corners community.
Yep.
I'm not just going to say Aztec, just the Four Corners for a number of years.
And we appreciate it.
Now that's a small gain of 3, brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Aztec Brigade, and we're going to get going here with all of these texts.
Man.
Kairo's youngest brother, Koivo, I hope I said that right, I apologize, and Auntie watching from home in Bloomfield.
Nice.
And they're going for the Bobcats, and there's another handoff to the little guy, the running back, number 11. He's a small guy, Stephen,
but he does a great job.
He runs big time. That's Frank Smith on the handoff for the Brigade.
Yeah, he's got a lot of the workload for the Brigade, but, man, he might be small, but he is explosive, and he will get you some yards.
Leisha and Fascio watching from Bloomfield, cheering for number 81, Joey Gutierrez.
Is that Fascio?
And
I know that
guy. Gutierrez. That's my buddy. That's Steve Gutierrez's son, who he's got. I mean, that's a great bloodline of athletes from the Gutierrez family. There's a pass down the field. In double coverage.
Great
Did he
catch
it?
Yeah.
He came down with it, and it's going to be a huge gain for the Brigade. At least 20 yards. We're going to say 23 now that I'm looking at the field. And it's 1st down and 10 for Aztec from the 39-yard line.
And that was Miles Gee for Aztec, the Aztec Brigade, with a great catch. Nice throw from the quarterback. I believe that's Metter. Is that right? Is it number 2, Kaysen Metter. Great throw, great catch by the Aztec Brigade.
Nice arm for Metter. There's a swing pass to the tailback. It's completed across the 40. Doesn't get much further than that. Then as Bloomfield's defense all over that play. Steven, that was just one of those plays that just took way too long to develop.
Yeah, that was Jude Winters. He makes the catch and he kind of pauses to get so the blocker can get in front of him, and he does get around the blocker. He picks up a yard, but just took a long time to develop. Gave Bloomfield all kinds of time to get the defense over there to make the tackle.
So Aztec will line up 2nd down and 9 as they lost 2 yards on the play. There's motion. Swing pass to the slot receiver. Goodness, did he just take a big hit from Bloomfield's defense. He's only going to be a 1-yard gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Aztec Brigade.
Yeah, Frank Smith with another nice catch and run, but he only picks up a couple of yards, so this is going to be a 3rd and long for the Brigade as they've got about 7 yards to go to pick up a 1st down.
Go Wes Reitmeyer. Go Bloomfield. Grandma is rooting for you. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. There's the pass right in the middle of the field, and it looks like that should be a face mask as he's close to the 1st down. He's a yard short, but I've got a feeling that that's going to be a face mask 10 yards in the way of Bloomfield's defense, but let's see what the White Hat calls.
Yeah, it was a face mask, and that was Jude Winters with the catch, and it was crazy because the kid went over the top of him, grabbed his face mask, and he still stayed on his feet and came close to picking up the 1st down, but no doubt he's going to get the 1st down now as he will pick up a 15-yard personal foul penalty.
Well, got some more listeners. Good luck. Dale, number 7, we are so proud of you. That comes in from the 9019.
That's Dale Jackson on the Bobcats team.
And Bloomfield got popped for a big penalty that helps the Aztec Brigade out immensely. It's 1st down and 10 from the 15-yard line as the White Hat will wait for the chains to get set, and now the Brigade ready to go. Empty backfield. Now comes motion. He fumbled the ball. He had plenty of time, Steven, to pick it up. But listen, when that happens, you cannot fault a player for just landing on top of the football, and do not give the defense an opportunity.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Just fall on it, take your loss, don't give up the ball. You got 4:15 left here. It's going to be 4:11 as they call timeout. Looks like Bloomfield called a timeout. 4:11. They're up 6-0. But yeah, if you're Aztec, you absolutely just want to fall on that ball. Keep possession of the ball because you're down here knocking on the door. You have an opportunity to put the ball in the end zone. Do not give that up on a bad play.
Go Bobcats. What a touchdown. That's Grandma Molly's boy, number 34, Ambrosio Jr. Gallegos. So Grandma tuning in for Gallegos, and that was a heck of a touchdown.
Well, we can see why you're a proud grandma because he's doing a great job tonight. Thank you for listening in and watching. And Jude Winters' grandparents, Steve and Michelle, tuning in as well from Arcadia, Oklahoma. Go Aztec Brigade. So, man, we are loving the fact that we are getting some viewers from all over the country. We've had Alabama, we've had Idaho, we've had Oklahoma. We even had some people from Norway today watching
Iowa,
Colorado. Yeah, so it's been great.
Well, there's the snap, and the pass is up, and he's open. Steven, I think he caught that. And that is a completed catch for the Aztec Brigade, and it's going to be every bit of the 1st down and then some as they pick up about close to 20 yards on the pass play, and that'll be 1st down and goal.
Was that Frank Smith that made that catch?
I think
it was a great throw by Kason Metter. He dropped it right where it needed to go, and Aztec knocking on the door, looking to tie this game up.
It's going to be empty backfield. Now there's motion number 1. We're going to have a penalty that's going to be an Aztec Brigade touchdown pending the call. Illegal shift Aztec. So. And when you get to the 6th grade and in this level as a quarterback, you have to look at both sides of your offense to make sure everybody's set before you snap the ball.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because he had a huge gaping hole in the middle of the field that he ran through into the end zone. It should be 2nd. It shows 4th. I think it's 2nd down. It should be 1st down, I believe, after the penalty, right? 1st down and 10. 1st down and goal for the Aztec Brigade.
Empty backfield again. There's the snap. Rolling out to the near side, looking into the end zone. He's open. Did he catch it? He does. Touchdown, Aztec Brigade. They get into the end zone for the first score tonight, and that's number 1, Julius Dixon, having him a night for the Aztec Brigade.
Yeah, just a great job by Kaysen Metter. He's patient. He rolls out, makes a nice throw, and Julius Dixon with the catch, and then just plows his way into the end zone to tie the game up 6-6. Aztec Brigade will be going 4-1, and at this age level, if you kick it, it's 2. If you run it in, it's 1. It's just the opposite as normal. So it looks like they're going to go for 2 here, as they've got a kicker, and we've heard that he can kick the ball. That's number 28, Miles Gee, who has already been a big part of this game today, and it's going to be up, and it's just short. And that's going to be no good, but it'll be 6-6. 3:46 here left in the first half. Is that correct? We're in the second quarter. In the first half, we have another great championship game here at Navajo Prep High School in Farmington, New Mexico, between the Aztec Brigade and the Bloomfield Bobcats. And we have not been disappointed all day.
Boy, this game in particular, I was excited to get to watch. It says, go Kairos, go Bobcats. Gigi from Olympia, Washington, tuning in from the 6980.
Nice. Well, I'm wondering if we've gotten all the way through Kairos' family yet, because he's had a lot of fans texting in.
Now we got rooting for the Bloomfield Bobcats from Utah. Austin McCoy, number 10. Papa says, go get him.
Nice. Well, thank you, guys. Keep texting in. Keep letting us know you're out there. We'll keep giving you a shout-out. It's 505-701-2222. Let's go, Jaden, number 20. Let's go, Bobcats.
There's the kickoff, and it'll be picked up about the 35-yard line. Now comes across for the Bobcats. He's still on his feet. Now he's off to the races. Can Aztec reel him in? And a nice return by the Bobcats, as they had him stopped Stephen Wright when he came across the 40, but didn't wrap him up. And the Bobcat return man, number 81, makes him pay.
That was Joey Gutierrez, and I don't think he typically gets the kickoffs, but that one came to him, and, man, he made the most of it. And you're right, it was just Aztec not wrapping up and tackling. There's a couple kids that just went up and hit him and tried to knock him down, and he wasn't going to go down on a hit. You had got to wrap up his ankles and bring him to the ground, so great job by Gutierrez.
Well, if he doesn't get the ball a whole lot, they may want to rethink that, because he ripped it off pretty good on the return for the Bobcats. And now Bloomfield has first down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Aztec side of the field. There's the pitch to number 12, the tailback, and a nice open field tackle by the cornerback for the Brigade. That's number 23 that steps across the line and makes the tackle.
Stephen Maloof with the run, and he picks up, looks like, about a yard on the play. And, and I really like, that's a good-looking play. But, man, Aztec's defense has done a good job of getting out there and shutting that down, because it looks like he picks up a lot more yardage, but probably the majority of the yardage is running from the backfield, going sideways after the pitch.
Second down and 9 after a gain of 1 for the Bobcats. And now Bloomfield will split 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Now the quarterback for Bloomfield, that is Babcock, will go under center. He'll hand off, just a straight handoff to the tailback. And the defense for Aztec all over that play, right back to the line of scrimmage, brings up 3rd down and 9 for the Bobcats. And Bloomfield's going to burn another timeout with a 6-6 score in the second quarter, 2:39 to go. We're tied up.
That was a great tackle by Tatum Armstrong, as the Bloomfield Bobcat runner was coming through the line, and he just jumped on his back, brought him to the ground. So it's going to be 3rd and long for the Bobcats. I'm guessing that this is going to probably 4-down territory for the Bobcats to try to get this first down.
Kairos, keep it up. Love Auntie Lou from Washington. And I'll tell you, Washington seems like it's a hot spot right now, because we got a lot from Colorado and a lot from Washington.
And Kairos has a big fan base out there, and I can see why. He's doing a great job, number 52, I believe, for the Bobcats. And we have Go Daniel Maya, number 72, for the Bobcats from Farmington, right here in Farmington.
I like that, from the 0591. Thanks for tuning in. And Covey, we got the name corrected, and we enjoyed being corrected. Don't get us wrong.
Please correct us.
If we are wrong, please let us know what the right pronunciation is. Deep is the quarterback for Bloomfield. Looks like it's a screen trying to get set up. It's caught, as it was a low pass. And the receiver who caught the football for Bloomfield really goes down low to haul that in. Is that number 81
Yep,
again?
that
It
was
is.
Gutierrez, who with the nice catch, and he picks up the first down for the Bobcats as they had 3rd and long, and it was a good job by is it Babcock? I want to make sure. Yeah, Babcock. He stood in the pocket there, made that throw. He took a shot after he threw it, but he got the ball where it needed to go, and Bobcats continue to keep the drive alive as they are now on Aztecs. It looks like the 23,
23, I think.
23, yeah, I think you're right.
First down and 10 for Bloomfield, and Gutierrez, every time he gets to touch the football, he makes some magic happen. There's play action rolling out to the far side, and he's actually open. It's a jump ball. Did he come down with it, Steven?
Yes.
Let's see what happens. The far side officials marking it like he caught it.
Yeah, he caught it. He absolutely caught it. Went up in with a defender in his face. That was number 21, Silas Archibek, with the catch. Oh, are they?
It is a
Oh,
flag.
no, there's a flag on the play because that was a great throw from Babcock and a great catch
Even
by
better
Archibek.
catch.
I mean, he went up and got that with 2 hands, and it will be nullified by the penalty. And so that will bring up a first down and about 15.
Illegal man downfield. We've seen that call a couple of times tonight, and it's so, honestly, in football, that is literally one of the worst rules in the rule book. They absolutely need to get rid of that penalty. It serves no purpose in football, in my opinion. There's a pitch to the tailback now. He'll try to stretch it out and get across the line of scrimmage. He's going to pick up a small gain. It's first down. It was first and 15. Now it's going to be, first and 12?
It's just I like that play, but it takes so long for the running back, that's Malouf, to try to get back to where he can even make some yardage that he's been getting shut down after like 1 or 2 yards. It's just a long way to run to get 1 or 2 yards.
Bloomfield will split 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Empty backfield for the quarterback. 3-step drop, and his intended receiver fell down, Stephen, is what happened as number 3, the quarterback, Babcock, just had a 3-step drop and did the smart thing, threw it into the ground. The ball was intended for number 81, Gutierrez, but he just slipped, lost his footing.
Yeah, well, Gutierrez was making his cut to come back outside, and I think he just slipped and fell, and the ball fortunately fell to the ground because there was an Aztec defender there. So if he'd have thrown that high like he was going to put it on the numbers, that Aztec player might have had a chance at it.
It's 6-6 is the score in the second quarter. 1:09 to go before halftime. We are tied up, and this game is every bit of what we were told it would be.
Yeah, Bloomfield with an opportunity to take the lead right here before halftime. Aztec looking to shut that down.
Here's the pass. They're going deep right into the middle of the field. It's picked off, and there's some blockers out in front for the Brigade. Return man on the interception. It's the linebacker for the Brigade, and it'll be first down and 10 from the 45-yard line. And, Steven, I do not think the quarterback in Babcock seen the middle linebacker standing there, and he threw it right into his hands.
Yeah, Miles Gee just stepped right into the passing lane and like he was the receiver and makes a great catch and just runs it all the way back to Bloomfield's 45-yard line. So with 57 seconds on the clock, we went from Bloomfield having an opportunity before halftime to go up on the scoreboard to Aztec now having an opportunity to put one in before halftime. And the important thing about this is great momentum for Aztec is they will receive in the second half on the kickoff.
3 receivers to the near side of the field. There's a snap. Swing pass. Nope, it was covered up, and now fumble.
Oh.
And now Aztec gives the ball right back.
No, I think they recovered it. It popped out, and I think Aztec jumped. Yep, Aztec recovered it. Looked like the Bloomfield player jumped on it, but he must have hit it and knocked it out from underneath him, and Aztec fortunately recovers the ball, and it will be second down and about 8 as the clock continues to run. We are under 50 seconds here in the first half.
If you're a Brigade fan, you're exactly right. Fortunately for Brigade, because Bloomfield had that right in their hand. Halfback pass, looking to throw it down the field. He was open, Steven. He had a step on the defender, just threw it too far out in front of him, and it's incomplete for the Brigade. I think that might be bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, that was intended. That was third. It should be third down.
It's
Yeah, it was
third
intended.
down.
It was intended for Jude Winters, and it was almost a really nice play. It was just a little bit overthrown is all.
So Stephen Parks is correct. It's third down, empty backfield. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side with a tight end. There's motion. Fake handoff. Now the quarterback will just keep it, trying to turn the corner. And he does that, getting past the first down markers. He's still on his feet. And he's finally going to be brought down, but not after a huge first down on third down and long for the Aztec Brigade. And that's close to darn near 30 yards on the run.
Yeah, and I don't know, would you call that like a wildcat? Because that's where they put number 28, Miles Gee, back there, and it's a direct snap to him, and then he just does that fake handoff, and then he takes off to that left side of the field, and they've been extremely successful all night long on that play.
That's exactly what you call that, wildcat, and they're set up in that formation yet again. There's the fake handoff, and now the running back will take it himself, try to turn the corner. He does. Now he's across the 10 to the 5, diving for the end zone. He's going to be short as he got knocked out of bounds at the 3-yard line, maybe close to the 4. Let's see where they mark it, but either which way, it's going to be first down and goal for Aztec.
Well, like I just said, that wildcat formation for Aztec Brigade has absolutely been working. You give it, they direct snap it to Miles Gee, and it's Miles Gee to the left, Miles Gee to the right, and let's see if he goes right up the middle on this one, because he is back in there in that same formation.
Why go away from what's working, Steven?
Yep.
Heavy on Miles running the football, and he's going to do it again, but this time Bloomfield was ready for it. Nowhere to go for number 28 for the Aztec.
They're going to have to call
Brigade.
a timeout.
Absolutely, with 8 seconds, and they do. Aztec able to get the timeout called.
You know, if Aztec can punch this in here, this would give them huge momentum going into halftime. Like I said, because they'll be receiving first in the second half, and I mean, holy cow, what a change of events. As Bloomfield was down here on Aztec's end, driving the ball, making a good effort at getting it in the end zone, throws an interception. Aztec runs it all the way back to the 45 of the Bobcats with 54 seconds left, and now sitting on about the 5-yard line with an opportunity to put it in right before halftime. Let's see what happens.
Well, we know that Bloomfield won the 3rd grade championship. Aztec won the 4th grade championship. That was I believe it was the Apes. In the 5th grade, the Aztec Tigers won the championship.
Oh, it was the Outlaws for the 4th grade and then the Apes for the 5th grade.
There you go. Had it backwards.
We got to remember all these Aztec
Goodness.
names.
Why can't they just go with
yeah,
Tigers?
just like the Bobcats.
Bloomfield went with Bobcats, and Cortez went with
Makes
Panthers.
it easy for us.
Durango went with Demons, but not Aztec. Here's a pass into the corner of the end zone. Jump ball. Completed, touchdown, Aztec Brigade. That was number 28. And
Miles
give him some more.
Miles Gee is having a great game for the Aztec Brigade, and that is a huge touchdown as there is 4 seconds left before halftime, and I am guessing they are going to try to kick this one once again. If they can get a good snap and get it down on the ground, this kicker can absolutely put the ball through the uprights if he can get a nice kick on it, and we will see what happens here as they are going for 2. At this age level, if you kick it through the uprights, it is 2 at this level.
There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up, plenty of leg.
Oh, and it went outside to the right.
Wide right, no good, but he had the leg for it, Steven, and the score 12-6. Aztec Brigade with the lead. 4
seconds left here in the half. All Aztec has to do is kick this ball off and make sure they tackle whoever picks it up and runs. But, man, so far tonight for Aztec, the player that has been getting it done for them is number 28, Miles Gee. And that being said, I shouldn't say it's just him because Kaysen Metter has had some great throws tonight as well. But, man, Aztec with a huge momentum shift right here before halftime as they put another 6 points up on the board.
Well,
and once again, folks, if you're out there listening, keep texting us. Let us know who you're cheering for, where you're texting from. It's 505-701-2222. Keep sending us those text messages, and we will give your player a shout-out. So keep that up. And there's the kickoff, and it's going to take an Aztec bounce, and it will go out of bounds, so that will be a flag. And where will they place the ball from there? Do you know?
The ball should go to the 35-yard line in Yafl. We got a Bloomfield name pronunciation, so let's take a look at that. We've been saying something wrong, and one of our listeners is helping us out, so we thank you.
Mejia?
I think it's Mejia, and if that is correct from the 3215, just shoot us a text message and let us know.
I'm assuming that's Daniel Mejia.
That's correct.
Number 72, yep. Thank you for that correction.
So Bloomfield with the football offensively trail this game 12-6, but they got 4 seconds, so they just hand the football off and run the clock out, or do they go for pay dirt? And they're going to try to get the pass down the field. There's the throw. It's too far out of the reach of the intended receiver for the Bobcats, as I believe that was number 34 on the pass attempt for the completion, just too far out of his reach. And we're going to halftime with a 12-6 score. The Aztec Brigade with the lead. And, of course, we're going to have some halftime show dances from the cheerleading team for both of these teams. And so it looks like the Bobcats cheerleading young ladies will step up first.
See if I can
get
that zoomed out here so you guys can watch them perform. Apologize, we can't. We're in this press box, and there's no way for us to open a window and get the sound that they're dancing to. But if there's a Bloomfield fan or parent out there that knows who the cheerleading coach is, or could get a hold of somebody here, or if you're listening here, could get us those names for the cheerleaders, we would absolutely love to give them a shout out and tell you what their names are and give them a little appreciation.
100%. We would love to give these young ladies some shine. They work just as hard all season long, just like the football players do, so we want to give them a ton of love as well. And, hey, you did say that name right. We got a confirmation.
All right.
You're right. And so, hey, a win for Velarde and
yes.
Parks.
That's right.
As
we'll take it.
0591, let us know you are correct. So we'll take that. I think
Mejia.
they're waiting for some music to be played, but I'm not sure where the music's coming from. Is it coming up here or?
I think it's down there. I think they have their own little system down there that they start the music up on.
I think a lot of people are kind of looking around to figure out who's supposed to start the music. But, hey, let us know you're tuning in. We love to hear from you. 505-701-2222. And we would love to give you a shout out and let you know you're tuning in, listening to the game, and let us know where you're listening in from too. We had Washington, Alabama, Iowa, Idaho,
Norway.
I mean, it's been Colorado, Arizona. It's been awesome. So we certainly appreciate all of you tuning into this game, and really we appreciate it because it's about the kids, and that's what we're doing here.
Absolutely.
And of course, this isn't possible without the sponsors that stepped up to take care of this game, and that's going to be Bloomfield Florists, delivering smiles to this Tri-City area. Kitty Camp, they've got 4 locations, 3 in Farmington, 1 in Aztec. And we'll get right back to that here shortly as you see the Bloomfield cheer team given their dance routine out on the field. They're doing their routine that they've certainly been working on all season long. I'd like to thank Finish Line Graphics. They take care of awards, screen printing, embroidery, vinyl graphics, really anything you need help customizing for your business or your sports team. Give Sandra Lanier and her staff a call at 334-1694. Farmers Insurance, Manchester Agency. Give Rita and her staff a call at 325-7900 for all your insurance needs. And New Mexico Dream House, marketing and advertising powerhouse whose mission is improving lives. Give Brian Crawford and his staff a call. If you're interested in buying a house or selling a house, really anything, give them a phone call to see how they can help you out.
Yep, we very much appreciate our sponsors. It allows us to do what we do, and you fans out there that text us and let us know you're out there, you guys make it just super fun for us to do as well. And we very much love doing these games and just doing this for these kids. It's a great time for us.
Well, there's the Aztec Brigade cheerleaders. thought they were going to do a cheer over on this side, but then I got to thinking, well, their fans are on the other side of the field, so why would they be over here? So we're going to try to get them with their routine as best as we possibly can.
Yeah, please, if there's anybody out there listening that can get us the names of these cheerleaders, we would love to get their names out there, give them a little shout out, a little shine as they work hard at doing these things and doing their little performances for the fans. So please, if you can get us some names or let somebody know to get us some names up here, we will gladly put their names out there.
Shout out to Hunter Medina.
Yeah, thank you, Hunter.
Go Stephen and Albert for the stream. 10 out of 10. We like to hear that. Absolutely like to hear that.
It's great to hear.
Well, we are at halftime, 12-6. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll be back in about 5 minutes to get the second half started. This game is as advertised, Stephen, 12-6 under the lights, cold, but you couldn't tell because these kids are leaving all out on the field. As the Brigade has the lead, 12-6. We'll be right back. We're going to stay live here, but Stephen and I will take a short break. We'll be right back. Absolutely. Hey. I haven't even got to those ones yet.
You're all lit up. We need to start early just so we can get
No kidding. Oh, come on. Ibuprofen kick in. Whew. You get a migraine, Albert? I do so bad. I've only had one in my life, and I hate it. I don't envy you. You know, my mom had them so bad, and that was one of the things that, I don't know if they're hereditary or not, but I sure don't keep them, man, and I have to go get special medicine for them because they get so bad, and if I don't take something when I first start feeling it, it'll take me forever to get rid of them. They are very painful. I know you find that one. And I was a dumbass. I went to the hospital and said, this is the worst routine I have to try that. So I thought, oxycodone kills everything. I take one. We had one because I broke my leg. And the doctor says, you dumbass, that restricts your muscles. Oh, no way. Yeah, he said that makes them worse. I said, that's the worst thing you could have done. So after about 8 hours till it wore off, it was horrible. Then I went and got some Excedrin migraine. Boy, that oxycodone did do nothing but make it worse. So it's like you get twice as bad. Oh yeah. I forgot she sent that to us this morning. That Bluefield team mom is on top of it, man. She don't mess around. Well, there's your tow truck set over there. No, that got paid to get in. He's watching somebody. You already been watching him. The girls from downstairs said, no, he came in and paid.
Ladies and gentlemen, while we have a quick moment here, we wanted to thank all of our volunteers from all of our communities for all of their help this season. Keith and Janet out in Bloomfield, Brian and Jeff out in Aztec, all of the guys here in Farmington, Tiffany and the folks up in Cortez, and the girls in Durango. I wanted to say thank you. These folks put in a ton of man hours, a lot of leg work, and they work week in, week out for about 6 months out of the year to keep this program going. So thank you guys. We appreciate you very much. We also wanted to say thank you to all of you 6th grade parents. I know your kiddos, a lot of them are moving on into the next season. So thank you all for your 4 or 5 years of support in our program. And we wish all of you the best of luck in your middle school and high school programs. We look forward to seeing your kiddos go on and excel. Hopefully we can some of these places to college.
We got to keep track of that.
It's been a very prideful moment for us as a program. We our kids win on state championships and also place into college and go on and do big things. So thank you to all of our volunteers, and thank you to all of you guys for helping us keep this thing going year in and year out.
Welcome back. We've got about 3 minutes to go before the second half starts for the warm-ups, and we got some people to get to. But first, before we do that, we want to announce the cheerleading team for the Bloomfield Bobcats.
And I want to apologize because Ashley Daniels, she actually sent us the cheerleaders' names a couple of games ago, and I had forgotten, and they came up and reminded us. So Ashley, thank you very much. I made the mistake and I forgot, but Ashley Daniels is the coach and the director for the Bloomfield cheerleaders. And the cheer team, we have Madison Callahan, Oakley Babcock, Adriana Mejia. I got that right, Mejia.
Yes, you did.
Eva McCann, Miranda Miraz, Abigail McClure, and Peyton Rhodes. And we very much appreciate those little cheerleaders coming out and doing their program at halftime. They did a great job, and we just want to say we appreciate them because they put in a lot of work, and they come out here and cheer their teams on, and that's a great thing, and we very much enjoy it.
Well, we got some other people to give some shout-outs to as well. Now that we're at halftime, we'll give them some shine. Way to go, Eva, cheerleader.
Yes.
From Jamie in Bloomfield, and that's right. I mean, hey, seriously, we really love to give the cheerleaders some shine because we've said it before. These young ladies, these coaches, the parents that put their time in on the football team, they put a ton of man hours, woman hours, you get the idea, into the program. The same thing goes for the cheerleaders.
Absolutely.
Same amount of time, the same amount of work, the same amount of dedication. So we want to give them a shout-out anytime that we can. And we want to give a shout-out to number 27, Corbin Kaufman, Go Fight Win. That came in from the 1993. Thanks for that shout-out. Go Bobcats. Shout-out to my nephew, number 15. That's Taryn. He is the center. Woohoo! I'm
Brigade.
Listening from work here in Durango, Colorado.
Nice.
And I love the woohoo, and I love the listening in from work in Durango.
That's right. That's
fantastic. So there's a shout-out to that. Go Aztec Brigade. I think that's Cote and Cole cheering on Evan Behar all the way from Montrose, Colorado.
Evan Barr from
I think
Montrose.
I pronounced that right.
Yep, I believe I'm going to go with that. Yes. What is it? Coda and Cole, and that is
cheering in for Evan Behar
on the Aztec Brigade. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
All the way from Montrose, Colorado. So thank you for tuning in. Shout out to getting popular here, Corbin Kaufman on the Brigades from Uncle John and Aunt Tricia.
Nice.
So go Corbin for the Aztec Brigade, Uncle or where I come from in my family, Theo and Thea are tuning in and listening.
Yep.
And then go Adriana.
Got to look at the roster.
Mejia.
Yeah, it's
Mejia.
Mejia.
So
we're going to get that right.
Adriana Mejia, the little girl in the front, looking good, baby girl. So we want to give a shout out for them as well as watching. You guys are doing great. Joey Gutierrez, one of our many grandkids, Hammer, and I'm not sure how that came across.
Kimberell?
Kimbrelli? We apologize.
Yeah,
I'm not
sorry.
sure how that's spelled, so please forgive us. But nonetheless, they're rooting on Joey Gutierrez from the 7676. So we're going to give him some shine as well. And, of course, that's my good buddy Steve Gutierrez' son. And my friend Crystal, his mom, that's his daughter. Or, excuse me, Crystal's son, Joey Gutierrez. And Crystal actually stepping into the broadcasting booth this year.
Yeah, she's been broadcasting the Bloomfield high school games over there in Bloomfield.
Well, we are set to go for the start of the second half, and this is it, folks. 12-6 is the score. The Brigade with the lead, and both of these teams will leave it all out on the field to finish this up. Bloomfield kicking off. There's the kick. It'll land around the 45, down to the 40 to the 30, and now the Brigade will return that ball to the far side of the field. Nice coverage by the Bloomfield Bobcats, and it's going to be first down and 10 for the Aztec Brigade from the 46-yard line. And this is where it gets exciting. If you're a Bobcat fan, you're an Aztec fan, your heart's in the pit of your stomach right now because it's a 12-6 game.
And that was a great tackle by Dale Jackson, number 7 for Bloomfield. Is because if he doesn't make that tackle, he's probably that run. The guy running the ball is probably getting another 10, 15 yards down the field. We have a Daniel Mahia, number 72, on the Bobcats from Ryland in Farmington.
There's the snap, handoff on the jet sweep. It's actually trying to sneak in the reverse, but Bloomfield's defense all over that play, and in on the tackle was number 57 for a big loss.
I think that was number 52, Kairos Daniels, wasn't it? I think that was 52 because there is no 57 on the roster. So Kairos Daniels, he's got a lot of fans out there tonight. He just made a nice tackle and dropped Smith for the loss.
Well, apparently I need to go back to the eye doctor because I totally botched that number. There's a handoff to number 11, and he's off.
Oh, goodness.
He did not go down. He's still on his feet. He's got one player to beat across the 20, and he's drugged down from behind. But he popped out of nowhere for the Brigade, and that's the sneaky little guy for the Aztec Brigade. I believe that was number 11 again on the carry. It is.
I want to correct that last time. That was a great run by Frank Smith. It looked like the play was over, and all of a sudden he comes shooting out. And right there, Gutierrez, with those long legs, just catches up to Smith and makes a tackle. But Aztec with a huge, huge run. And I want to correct myself. There is a 57 on the roster, so if it was 57, that was Waylon Babcock on that tackle earlier.
Handoff to number 1, who came across behind the offensive line on motion, and he is going to be stopped for a loss of 1. And I'm trying to think. I think the young man that ran that run back for the Aztec Brigade was number 10, Stephen.
Oh, it wasn't Smith? I thought it was
Bentley
Smith.
Perry. I thought it was too, but he's the running back in the backfield. Number 10 is who had the run. So we want to correct that as well for those fans that are listening for that young man. There's the handoff again to number 10, and he's just slashing the Bobcat defense coming out of nowhere. The little guy, he's not very tall, Steven, but he runs big.
I don't know if you saw that. That was the old Statue of Liberty play. He threw it, looked like he was throwing this way, and he just handed the ball off behind him to the running back, and that was a nice looking play. So that'll bring up 3rd and 1. Aztec definitely, I guarantee you, if they don't get it here, they will probably be going for it.
Aztec has the lead, 12-6 over the Bloomfield Bobcats. We're in the 3rd quarter. It's the championship game of the 6th grade. There's a snap. Handoff again to number 10. He might find the end zone. He does. Touchdown, Aztec Brigade, and it's number 10. He did it from the start, and he punches it in the end zone for Aztec.
Yeah, that is number 10, Bentley Perry for the Aztec Brigade. And just like that, Aztec up 18-6 with 5:53 left here in the 3rd quarter. And that's why we said that was so huge for them to get that touchdown right at the end of the first half, because now they go up 2 scores, I should say, right here in the beginning of the second half. And they're going to kick it and go for 2, and they have to call a timeout. There was some confusion on the play. Coach not happy about that because that burns a timeout that could be valuable towards the end of the game. But Aztec Brigade doing a great job. That was a great offensive series right there, and great running by Bentley Perry, as he had 3 really nice runs, and he gets into he gets the payoff and gets into the end zone for the Brigade.
Yeah, he touched the ball 3 times and got it in the end zone on the 3 touches that Aztec gave him the football. And now let's see what Aztec comes up with. No doubt about it, this kicker He's got a high school type of leg in
Yeah.
6th grade. This young man can really get a hold of it. He's been wide right every kick tonight, but let's see if he'll split the uprights for a 2-point try. Here comes the snap. It's a high snap. It's probably going to be, it should have been blocked, but it was kicked wide left. And Bloomfield's defense stops Aztec on the 2-point conversion, and we're going to have another kickoff as the score is 18-6 Aztec over the Bloomfield Bobcats.
Well, Aztec runs a little over 3 minutes off the clock on that drive, but man, it was a good-looking drive, and we actually saw some plays that we didn't see in the first half. And you know, Aztec, this is the last game of the season, and they are pulling everything out of the hat, and they are going for it. So good job by the Aztec Brigade as they go up 18-6, 5:53 left here in the third quarter. Bloomfield looking to see if they can get some offense going here to start the second half.
What a battle we're seeing tonight. We got, come on, Bobcats, you can do it. That's from the 0176. And that is Covey tuning in to us. And so we're going to give you the wide shot on the kickoff so you can see at least what's happening, and then we'll bring it back in for you. There's the kickoff. It's going to be taken around the 20-yard line. He's got to pick it up and go. He's going to cross the 25. Now to the 30. Still on his feet, coming to the near side, and he's finally brought down. Number 34 on the return for Bloomfield. Number 3 brought him down for Aztec.
Jude Winters with the tackle, but, man, he had all day to figure out where he was going to run with that. He had some great blocking in front of him, fortunately, and it looked like he might get around that edge and start heading down the field, but Jude Winters comes up and makes a nice tackle, and Bloomfield will be starting on their own 34-yard line, and Aztec looking to see if they can get a defensive stop here. But both these teams, I mean, it's been pretty evenly matched. We've seen some good offense. It's just Bloomfield had that interception right at the end of the first half. But other than that, I mean, these two teams are very evenly matched.
Babcock will pitch it to his tailback, number 12, and a nice run still on his feet as the Aztec Brigade defense not able to bring him down. Should have had him stop for a no gain, and number 12 has a different idea. That's Maloof, and he rips it off for 14 yards and a Bloomfield Bobcat first down. So that was a tough run that Bloomfield needed to kind of spark this offense, Stephen.
Okay, we have to make a correction. It's not number 10, it's number 18 that's running ball. That was Ryan Hare for the Aztec Brigade. We got a correction here. Thank you for letting us know. I apologize. I'm just now seeing all these text messages on my phone.
Oh, we appreciate it. It's tough to see the Brigade's numbers as their jerseys are black, but the numbers are gray.
Yep.
And it's so hard to see who that is. Another pitch by the quarterback in Babcock to number 12 in Maloof, and that time the Brigade able to hold him down for a gain of 1. Well, they're going to give him a gain of 2, so it'll bring up second down and 8 for the Bloomfield Bobcats, who trail this game 18-6. The Aztec Brigade with the lead in the third quarter.
Yeah,
Great game.
Sorry about that. I'm glad we got that correction. We appreciate you guys texting us and letting us know. So let's give Ryan Hare some credit, man. That was a great offensive series for him to get that touchdown for the Aztec Brigade. But Bloomfield on the move here with the ball. As Babcock rolls out, he has nothing downfield, but he has all kinds of room to run, and he will make his way down the field for about a 15-yard or 13-yard pickup, and he will get the first down as Bloomfield is on the move. They are on Aztec's 40-yard line and looking to continue this drive.
That's a nice read. It almost looked like it was a design quarterback keeper.
Absolutely.
He was looking downfield, but he didn't waste any time by tucking the football up. So I think it really was a design quarterback keeper. He rolled out to the far side. All the Bloomfield players moved to the left side. So nice read by the quarterback for the Bobcats in Babcock. He's got his running back deep, number 12, Maloof, three receivers, to the near side, one to the far. It's a pitch, and the running back is going to be stopped for no gain. That'll bring up third down and 10 for the Bobcats as the clock continues to roll, 3:51. And, boy, both of these teams have a very bright future for their high school.
Oh, absolutely. There's some great players on these teams. And, number 12 Maloof right there. He's just the plays that they give him. They pitch that ball back to him. It takes him so long to get back. He makes good runs, but he just doesn't get very far because he has to run so far from behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense for the Brigade as they cut the legs out from underneath Maloof. If he doesn't make that tackle, Steven, there's really nobody out in front of him. I mean, not saying that he probably would have ripped off a whole touchdown run, but man, he still might be running.
Yeah, it was a nice tackle by the Aztec defense. Aztec leads 18-6 with 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Bloomfield on the move, though, third and about 7 to go to get a first down here.
Bloomfield can punch this ball into the end zone. We got a brand new ball game. There is play action as the quarterback in number 3, Babcock, did not stand a chance, Steven, as I'm trying to see this number. I think it's number 12 got in the backfield, disrupted the play, Steven. The quarterback had nowhere to go, and it's going to bring up a big fourth down for both of
teams,
these
yeah.
teams.
And that you could tell that was a designed run by the quarterback the whole way. He did that fake handoff, and he just immediately turned to run the ball, but he ran right into the Aztec defender that, like you said, disrupted the play. And Aztec with a big stop there as this puts Bloomfield in a tough situation, 4th and long.
Big play, especially for Bloomfield. They're going to look to pass. There's the pass thrown out to the far side of the field, and it's incomplete. Again, it was intended for Gutierrez. He was open. Unfortunately, the quarterback for Bloomfield and Babcock did not get his feet set, Steven, and threw it too short. If Gutierrez can catch that on the run, that's going to be a big play for the Bobcats.
Well, absolutely. You get the ball in Gutierrez's hands, and he's gonna make something happen with it. But yeah, the pass just was a little bit off and will fall incomplete. Turnover on downs. Aztec leads 18-6, 2:07 left in the third quarter, and they take over on their own 36-yard line.
10, 11, enough players on the field for Bloomfield. And that is going to be a big-time loss on a big-time hit for the Bobcats.
And that is number 18, Ryan Hare, with the carry. But, man, he gets nowhere as the Bloomfield defense gets through that line, and that'll bring up 2nd and long for the Aztec Brigade.
3 receivers to the near side. It's a quick pitch catch. And now on the run. Oh.
Wow.
It's always so strange to see those players go down. It looks like a face mask, but it's not. And that was number 11 on the run, on the catch, That's Frank Smith for the Aztec Brigade. And he gets a yard gain, so it brings up 3rd down and 9.
Aztec with some little guys, but they make some big plays for their team. And this is going to be a 3rd down and long for the Aztec Brigade. Let's see what they dial up on this play.
Motion for number 1. Handoff. Now he'll cut it back into the middle of the field, and Bloomfield all over that play. It's going to be a gain of 2 yards, so Bloomfield forces the Brigade to a 4th down. Let's see if they punt it.
I would imagine they would punt it at this point on the field, and you've got a nice lead. Don't give them any breaks. I would think you'd go ahead and punt this and push them as far back as you can and make them have to work for it, and that looks like that's what they're going to do.
So Aztec will punt the football away. Return man for the Bobcats around the 35. It's a high punt. Hits about the 40 across the 35. And number 34 is going to pick it up. And he's going to have to get around the corner. And he does just that. Let's see. He's got one player to beat. And he's going to be hit out of bounds. And a nice return for number 34 for the Bobcats. And that was a badly needed play as Gallegos gets across the 50 and just turns on the burners.
Well, I don't know if I know you saw that big hit right here. That was the hit that sprung the play so he could get around the corner. And that was number 41, Reed Sandoval, for the Bobcats. And he comes off the field holding his arm. It was a big shot, but that block is what opened up that run to get as far down the field as it did. And Bloomfield in great shape here as they have really good field position. They will be starting on Aztec's 35-yard line on this drive. So Aztec's defense once again is going to have to come up with a big stop if they want to keep this score where it's at.
We got a Let's Go West. Good job, Harley. Aunt Debbie and Uncle Casey are proud of you kids cheering on the Bloomfield Bobcats. And there's a handoff to the left side of that offensive line to number 12, the running back, who's put in a ton of work. That's Stephen Maloof. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We're going into the championship round. It's the fourth quarter as they'll flip the side of the field. And the Aztec Brigade has an 18-6 lead, but Bloomfield off a nice return from number 34, Gallegos. Does he spark this offense, Stephen? We'll see what happens here, starting the fourth quarter shortly.
Yeah, so one more quarter to go. Aztec leads 18-6, and man, I know that Aztec is up by 2 touchdowns, but this game has been a very close game the whole way. Both these teams, man, they are playing hard, and they are leaving it out on the field tonight as this is the last game of the season. And, man, we just continue to see some great games here tonight. Every one of these games has been really fun to call and been really fun to watch.
Got another go, number 10 for Aztec from the 1993. Tuning in to watch this game and support their players. Also like to thank Bloomfield Florists, delivering smiles to Tri-City area. Give them a call. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. Come on, guys, step up.
That's right.
Get
your lady some flowers.
Come on now. Let's go. April Yates and company will be waiting for that phone call.
Absolutely.
Also like to thank Kitty Camp Daycare, taking care of all your daycare needs with 4 locations, 3 in Farmington, 1 in Aztec. And they got a great thing going on, free New Mexico pre-K from ages 3 to 4, services infants to 13 years old. That is Kitty Camp. And, of course, Sandra and company out at Finish Line Graphics, bringing you all of your customized needs for team uniforms, company uniforms, really just anything that you need something on. Give Sandra Lanier and Finish Line Graphics a phone call at 334-1694, located by that money-saving bridge. There's a sweet pitch to the running back, and it seems like he was too deep in the backfield, Stephen, because that play took way too long. The defensive line for the Aztec Brigades blows up the offensive line of Bloomfield, and he's lucky to get back to the original line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down and 10.
That's what I was talking about. It's a nice play, but the running back has to run about 5 to 7 yards before they even make it back to the line of scrimmage to try to pick up some yardage, and that's the hard part. 3rd and long for the Bobcats.
Got another shout-out. Go, number 36, Elvis Garcia. That's coming in from the 3965, cheering on the Bloomfield Bobcats. And here's the play. It's going to be a pass play, 5-step drop. And it was more of like a screen play for Gutierrez. And, again, it's just thrown too short out of number 81, Gutierrez's grasp. That's Joey Gutierrez, Stephen. If they could just find a way to get him the football, he can certainly make some things happen.
Yeah, and, even if he makes that catch, Jude Winters was right there, number 3 for Aztec Brigade, to make the tackle. But, yeah, the throw was just a little bit off, and he just had no chance at catching it. And this is going to bring up another big 4th down for both teams, and Bloomfield's just been kind of put in a tough spot several times tonight, and they are going to have to call another timeout. Or I guess that's going to be their first timeout of this half. So both teams with 2 timeouts, but those are very valuable in this game.
Well, it's 4th down, so it's a big play for the Bobcats, and we want to thank Lance Clemens and Champion for their continued support, or at least their support of today's Yafl Championship, as well as Farmers Insurance, Manchester Agency. Give Rita and company a call at 800 East 30th Street, Suite 4B, at 325-7900, and, of course, New Mexico Dream House, a marketing and advertising powerhouse whose mission is improving lives. Give Brian Crawford and his team a phone call at 505-501-8887. And, of course, let us know you're tuning in to today's broadcast at 505-701-2222, because truly, without our sponsors and without you listeners, none of this happens for us.
Yeah, and we hope that this becomes a regular occurrence for us. Hopefully next season we can call a lot more games. But, yeah, we're having a great time.
Looks like Bloomfield may punt. I don't know. They're lining up like they're going to punt the football, but let's see what happens. He's going to drop back, and he's going to pass it into the middle of the field. He's open. It's caught by the big guy. He's still on his feet, and he might find his way into the end zone. He does. Touchdown, Bloomfield.
Wow. That's the big number 52, and he has a lot of people out there cheering for him tonight. Kairos Daniels, and, man, he makes the catch. And he gets a nice stiff arm, but he's just big and he's strong, and he's not going to go down to the turf easy. And he just barrels his way down to the end zone and makes a touchdown for the Bloomfield Bobcats. 18-12 is your score. Aztec still leads, but Bloomfield looking to put another point up on the board here as they will attempt the 1-point conversion. Let's see, are they going to? Oh, I thought they might kick. No, they're gonna go for the 1-point conversion. Oh no, they are bringing out the kicker, so they are gonna make an attempt. Let's see, who is the kicker? That's Gutierrez, number 81. Will be kicking for Bloomfield. They're gonna try to put 2 up on the board right now.
That's a 34-yard touchdown pass, and here comes the kick. The hold, the kick is up.
And it falls just under the uprights. So no good. 18-12 is your score. 7 minutes left in this game, and man, do we have a battle going between these two rival teams as this rivalry will continue as they go into junior high and high school. But this game is not only to win a championship, but to have bragging rights till they meet up again next year. And man, they are both going for it. We are enjoying this game immensely.
Well, Bloomfield will kick off to the Brigade, and it's an 18-12 score. It's the fourth quarter, 7 minutes on the clock. Listen, I've got no skin in the game, and my heart is in the pit of my stomach.
Yeah, it's just you could feel that, you can sense that this game could go either way at any moment.
Yes, good job, KY. He's a beast.
He is a beast.
That's coming in from Covey. From 0176, and boy, he said it. That young man.
Well, I mean, he just can do everything. I mean, he's a big kid. He's playing on the line. He's making tackles. He's got great hands. He's made a couple of nice catches, and then he makes a nice catch there and runs it into the end zone. So, absolutely a great job by Kairos Daniels.
Here comes a kickoff from Gutierrez for the Bobcats, and it's a good one. It's going to be caught about the 35, now crossing. Nope, he'll run backwards, and he's going to get hit immediately, and we've talked about that a number of times, and really you can't fault these kids. You see it on the NFL level, college. You see it everywhere.
Yeah.
They're just trying to make a play, but it's hard to get them to just keep running north. You so badly you think you could turn the corner by running backwards and you can outrun somebody, but typically anymore these days, all these athletes are so fast.
Well, and the reason that didn't work there is because Bloomfield special teams was disciplined. They stayed in their lanes, and they came down the field, and he had nowhere to go because there was defenders everywhere, and they made a nice stop. But Aztec starts with great field position on their own 39-yard line.
Here's a handoff to the running back on the far side of the field, and Bloomfield's defense all over that, and it's right back to the original line of scrimmage, so that brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Aztec. Excuse me, 2nd down and 10 for the Aztec Brigade. And yeah, I just want to give a shout out to my Notre Dame Irish, who's beating the number 4 ranked Clemson Tigers, 28-7, my friend.
Nice.
Well, there's a handoff to the running back again, looking for a lane to run. He started towards the outside, Steven. There was nothing there. He's seen the big guy, number 57, standing right in front of him, cut back in the middle. Number 70 drug him down to the ground, and it's a 2-yard gain, 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, I believe that was Hare that made that took the ball on that run, and that was Waylon Babcock, that number 57, that made that tackle. And Aztec with a 3rd and long here. Let's see what they do.
There's motion.
It's that wildcat formation.
That's it. It's going to be a keeper from the running back playing the quarterback position, and he's going to take a big shot out of bounds.
He might have got that first down.
No, they said he's inbounds, and it's close.
Yeah, that's going to be really close.
Really close.
But that's that wildcat formation that has worked every time for the Aztec Brigade. That was number 28, Miles Gee, and he gets around that corner again. And man, we'll see if they might have to measure this one, but. Yeah, it's going to be really close to a first down.
Well, if it's fourth down, you don't waste any time. You stay in the Wildcat. You just snap the ball to 28 and let him run.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Now, whether they'll do that or not, that's a whole nother ball game, but that's a whole nother decision. But they're keeping him in the backfield, and I just say snap it and go straight forward. Here's the snap. Waste no time going forward. Got hit. He was stopped. Steven turns the corner, and now he's off to the races as he gets hit out of bounds. No, he's still on his feet.
Yeah.
Fighting for every yard, and he's going to pick up a huge gain on the play. It's going to be 21 yards and a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, it looked like they had him stopped short of the marker, and then all of a sudden he just bounces outside and does what he does. He gets around that corner and makes his way, picks up a ton of yardage, and gives Aztec a first down on the Bloomfield. Is that 30?
Right on the 30.
30-yard line, yeah.
Handoff to number 28 again, and he's just become the workload for this Aztec Brigade team, and why not? He is a big guy to bring down, so you mix in toughness and speed and not afraid of being shying away from contact, Steven. That causes trouble for a defense.
Yeah, that was a – I feel like we got a player that's kind of limping out there for the line, but Aztec getting lined back up. Let's see what they do here. Second and about 8.
Keep wanting to call them the Tigers.
I know.
There's the snap handoff to the running back in the backfield looking for somewhere to get open. And Bloomfield missing tackle after tackle, and he's still on his feet. I mean, Steven, he should have been hit for about a 3-yard loss probably 2 or 3 times, and he's able to make nothing into something. He doesn't have a first down, but it's going to make this a manageable third down, and we've got a timeout Bloomfield, and I believe that's going to leave the Bobcats with 1 timeout left as Aztec leads this game 18-12 in the fourth quarter, and the Brigade on the move.
Well, and if you're Bloomfield, I mean, the clock is just moving. It's just running at this point, and that's every game we've watched today is that we've gotten in the fourth quarter and you get down to this amount of time in the game, and you have one team that is just running and keeping that clock moving. And man, when you're in Bloomfield's position right now, it seems like that clock is just moving super fast. If you're in Aztec's position, it feels like it's not moving fast enough, but Aztec in great shape here is they've got a 3rd and 3. You know, they pick up a first down and they keep running this ball, keeping it in bounds, and Bloomfield's not going to have much time on the clock if they get the ball back.
Well, when you have a timeout here, Steven, you're the Aztecs coach, you say protect the football.
Absolutely.
Right now. Do not give up a fumble. Hold on to it. And if you're Bloomfield and you gang tackle, you say strip the ball out. There's the snap. We're going to see a pass downfield.
And that just
Incomplete.
Was way over the head of everybody as Kaysen Metters tries to get it. I believe that was Guy. He was trying to throw to, but it was just out of reach. And it will bring up 4th and short. And Aztec will absolutely go for this. I'm surprised they didn't run that to keep the clock running.
Well, and you mentioned something a minute ago. I mean, again, they try to throw the football, but the receiver stopped running his pattern, Steven. He left his quarterback out to dry out there, and really, Aztec has not had a whole lot of success throwing the football in this game. Unlike Bloomfield, they haven't had too much success running the ball, but they've had all the success in the world throwing the ball. It's been 2 different stories for these offenses.
Yeah, and all that being said, I mean, it's still an evenly matched game, and you know, just across the board, I just want to say it, like both these teams are doing a great job on offense and on defense. I mean, they're getting the job done, but it's just a great battle.
Go Bloomfield, get 'em Wes Reitmeyer, love Auntie Denise from Yuma, Arizona, cheering on the Bloomfield Bobcats.
Yuma, Arizona.
We got Go Ryan Hare. That's
Yeah.
coming in from the 1993, from 1993. And here's the Aztec Brigade with 4th down. It's a big play for both of the teams. Can they get Bloomfield to jump? Nope. Stays very disciplined. They hand it off. Can he turn the corner on the far side, though, to get the first down? He does.
He's
hit out of bounds. What a play that was by the little guy, the running back.
Hare. I believe that was Hare, but he made a nice little juke right there and got the defender going the wrong direction, does just enough to get him the first down, and Aztec will move the chains. Yeah, there they go. I thought there might be a penalty. They'll move the chains. The only thing wrong with that play was he went out of bounds and stopped the clock. But Aztec knocking on the door as it looks like they're on about the 18-yard line, I think.
That's close to it. We'll call it the 18. There's a handoff. Now trying to cut outside is the running back. Finding some room to run. Diving for the end zone. Did he get in,
nope,
Steven?
He got stopped about the 2-yard line.
I'm glad you got to see that. I'm over here trying to get the camera angle right for our viewers.
Yep,
and
I think that was Hare. I think that was Ryan Hare, number 18, again on the carry. Great run. He tried to keep it in bounds. He got knocked out of bounds. But it will be 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Aztec with another opportunity to put the ball in the end zone as they lead 18-12, and that will put Bloomfield in a really tough spot if they punch this one in.
Aztec looking to the sideline to get their call from their head coach. And the quarterback, number 2.
They're just burning clock right now.
Metter, ready to go. There's the snap, handoff. And they give it to the running back again who dives for the end zone.
Looks like he got in.
Now they're going to say he is down at the 1-yard
Down at the
line.
1. So Bloomfield with a stop there, but the clock continues to roll. 3:30 left here in the 4th quarter. 18-12 is your score. Aztec Brigade leading and with a great opportunity to put another 6 points up on the scoreboard right now and try to put this game almost out of reach.
Second down and goal from the 1. There's a handoff to number 28, and that time he dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztec Brigade.
Is it Miles Gee? I want to make sure I get that right. Number 20, I've been calling his name all night long. Miles Gee into the end zone for another touchdown for the Aztec Brigade as they go up 24-12. And man, if you're Bloomfield right now, this is going to be tough as they only have 3:11 left on the clock. And here comes Aztec. They will bring in the kicker once again to see if they can put another 2 points up on the board. But Aztec had just done a great job in this second half to give them, well, I should say right at the end of the first half, and now in the second half to put themselves in a position to win this game.
Here comes the kick. There's a snap. It's high. Ball gets down. Nice leg.
Went to the left.
No good again to the left.
And you know, I think the reason that's happening is because there's defense coming in off the side, and he's trying to kick around him, and that's why he keeps kicking it right and left, and that's just a great job by the Bloomfield defensive line to get through there and try to get the block because it's forcing them to miss those kicks.
What a ball game we have here tonight at Navajo
Absolutely.
Prep High School. 24-12 is the score. The Aztec Brigade with the lead. They'll have to kick off to the Bloomfield Bobcats with 3:11 on the clock. And it's been as advertised tonight. And we got Sissy, Jin, and Covey super proud of Kairos Daniels.
You should be, because that kid has
Goodness.
done a great job for the Bloomfield Bobcats
He's
tonight.
got a bright
Yeah,
future.
he does. If I'm Coach Kovacs, I'm looking forward to that kid coming up into my program. Go Bobcats from 4th grade Bobcat mom.
Love to hear from 4th grade Bobcat mom from the 8808. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate the support and hope you're enjoying the broadcast and the game. Here comes the kickoff.
Nice kick.
It's a good one. Goodness. He kicked it quite far down the field. It's going to be picked up by Bloomfield, and he's going to return it. He's going to try to take it to the far side of the field, and he is still on his feet. Decent return, as it looked like it took him a long time to pick up the ball, Stephen, but he made a good play out of it and puts Bloomfield in nice position. 1st down and 10, and it looks like they're going to mark it at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great tackle by Hare man, if he gets past Hare, he's going to break it for quite a ways, and only guy that was left was the kicker to make the tackle. So good job by Ryan Hare to bring down the runner on the kickoff. But Bloomfield with great starting position here on their own 36-yard line. But, man, they got a lot of work to do with 3:04 left on the clock as Aztec leads 24-12.
We got Uncle John and Aunt Tricia tuning in. Way to go, Brigade boys, and that is the truth. They are playing tough tonight. So are the Bobcats, and it's a fantastic game for us to be broadcasting.
Absolutely.
Bloomfield's got to come up with the big play. There's a snap, looking to pass the football, and a big sack in the backfield for the Aztec Brigade. And luckily for the Brigade, they got the sack because number 12 was wide open and nobody in front of him to bring him down.
Well, it just took too long for the receivers to get down the field, and Babcock was trying to wait for someone to get open. But, man, he just got too much pressure too fast, and Aztec with a huge, huge sack. That's like a 12-yard loss, I think, or something. It was a big loss.
Well, expect a pass here from the Bobcats because they've got to get close to that first down to make this interesting. There's the snap, 3-step drop for the quarterback. He's going to throw it up to number 34.
And it was a false start, I think.
Was it?
Oh, no, encroachment on the defense.
On the defense, and that would have been incomplete and 3rd down and long, but that's going to tack on 5 yards. It'll keep it 2nd down for the Bloomfield Bobcats, who trailed this game 24-12 in the 4th quarter with 2:17 left on the clock. And, of course, this is it. This is the last game for the Yafl Championships.
We've had a lot of fun today.
Absolutely have had a blast. We've called 4 games today, and quite the honor to be out here. And, of course, we want to give a shout-out again to all of our sponsors. That's Bloomfield Florist, Kitty Camp, Finish Line Graphics, Farmers Insurance, Manchester Agency, New Mexico Dream House, and Champion X. Here's the pass thrown in the middle of the field, and guess who caught it, Steven?
Yep.
Number 57 for the Bobcats.
52.
Pardon me, 52 for the Bobcats.
Kairos Daniels. And he still didn't go down. They stopped him enough to pile up on it, but he never goes to the ground. He's just a big kid, man. Does a great job out there catching the ball, and that's going to bring up, is that 3rd down and about 7? Yep, 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, they got to get to the line of scrimmage in a hurry, and now they'll look to pass the football.
Oh.
Got hit right when he threw the ball, and it should be an incomplete pass, and there it is by the officials with the right call.
Yep, that's gonna leave a minute 29 on the clock, and pending anything crazy happening, it looks like Aztec is going to come away with the win here in the championship game, and Bloomfield is going to call their last timeout. I mean, there is still a minute 29, but man, Bloomfield has a lot to get before they can get there.
Well, they needed this timeout. 4th down and long with a minute 29 on the clock, and they've got to come up with the right play because here's the deal. They don't get the first down. Aztec, with Bloomfield having no timeouts now, all they got to do is kneel the ball a couple of times, and this game is over. But Bloomfield calls a timeout. The coach did the right thing. He wants to talk it over. Let's get the right play call put together and go after this first down and keep this drive alive.
I mean, first of all, they got to get the first down just to keep the drive alive. Second, they've got to get the ball in the end zone quick and recover an onside kick, or else Aztec just downs the ball and finishes the game.
That's right. Go number 1, Julius. Go Brigades from the Morgans. Morgans tuning in at 8094. And our good buddy Lance Clemens from Aztec tuning in. Great broadcast, guys. Loved watching some great football tonight.
And thank you, Lance, for the support.
That's
we appreciate
right.
it.
Absolutely. Good buddy of mine. Good dude. Great family. So here it is, folks. It's 4th down, and Bloomfield desperately needs this first down.
This could be the game right here.
It's an all-out pass. 3-step drop looking down the field. Now he can tuck it and run, and he's got to get the first down if he's going to tuck and go.
Nope.
And he does not, and it'll be a turnover on downs for the Aztec Brigade. You know, really in that play, Steven, if you throw the ball downfield and it gets intercepted, it's like a punt. We've talked about that a few times. But on 4th down, you've got to give your players an opportunity.
Yep.
Of course, we've seen this quarterback scramble and get the first down, so you can't blame him for trying to make a play. And Aztec's defense holds the line. They toe the line, and it's now going to be 1st down and 10.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for the game because Aztec's just going to come out in victory formation and down the ball. But, folks, once again, we want to thank everybody for watching and listening tonight and all day long. It's been a great day. We've had people listening from Arizona. We've had people listening from Washington, Colorado, Idaho, Iowa, Alabama, Oklahoma, Norway. I like to throw that Norway in. That was the greatest thing. I had somebody
cool.
watching from Norway. But all these teams, I just want to say congratulations to all these teams. They've worked hard all season long, and they've ended up in these championship games. Aztec will come away with 3 champions today out of all of these games, and congratulations to them and their teams. And they will have a second place because they got second place in the first game. So
right.
just a great job by all these teams. Bloomfield picks up a first place win today as well with their first team against Aztec. And just congratulations to everybody out on the field today, the coaches, the parents, all the time you guys have put in all season long. We absolutely want to say we appreciate you and we thank you. And thank you to our sponsors that gave us the opportunity to do this today.
No doubt about it. That's Bloomfield Florist, Kitty Camp, Finish Line Graphics, Farmers Insurance, Manchester Agency, New Mexico Dream House, and Champion X. And there it is. That will run the timeout after the kneel down from the victory formation for Aztec Brigade. And as Steven said, they win this game. So we got one piece of business to take care of, and that is Stephen Parks, player of the game.
Well, you know what? I just want to say, man, Aztec did a great job today. Bloomfield did a great job today. We saw a lot of good plays. Some honorable mentions. Kairos Daniels from Bloomfield, man.
Wow.
That kid's gonna be a rock star as he continues to move up the ladder on playing for Bloomfield. And and the quarterback Babcock, he did a great job for Bloomfield. Aztec, Kason Metter, quarterback, he did a good job for his team today. Ryan Hare ran the ball really well. He got a touchdown today, and both teams, just congratulations. But today, my player of the game is going to go to Miles Gee. 2 touchdowns on the day, and man, that kid was a workhorse for the Aztec Brigade today. So Miles Gee is going to be my player of the game in this 6th grade championship game. Congratulations to these 2 teams. Aztec will get bragging rights till these kids meet up again in junior high next season, and good luck to all of them.
So that's number 28, Miles Gee, Stephen Parks, player of the game, and well-deserved. And, hey, we want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight. We want to wish everybody a safe trip home. We want to thank the Yafl board members for allowing us to come out here and bring you these games. We've been wanting to do this for a number of years. We're so proud and so honored to be able to bring these games
100%.
with these young men and women out on the field, the cheerleaders, the fans. Just the whole atmosphere was fantastic tonight, and we want to thank every one of you for tuning in, including our sponsors, and we just can't thank you guys enough.
Yep. We appreciate you, and we absolutely look forward to doing this for you more if we are allowed to do that.
Well, for Stephen Parks, I'm Albert Velarde. We're out of here. Have a safe trip home. Thanks for tuning in, and God bless. We're out.